And how many miles is this going to go? The poles.
Well, the way it's set up is this side will have about 75 acres of elephant space. But within that 75 acres, we'll have smaller, well, I'm going to call them small, 5-10 acre tracts contained. So separate habitat for the elephants, but they're all going to be interconnected as well. We could have an elephant in 5 acres, or we could have an elephant in 20 acres. Just kind of all, it'll all be connected, and we'll be able to interchange it. Lots of options for the elephants. That's really important when you're working with elephants, is having lots of options to move them around.
Now, will that be just for the African elephants? And then the Asian elephants are going to be somewhere else?
Yeah, Asians are on this side behind you. So total, we have 225 acres. And so our first phase is on this side. And we'll seed it with different foods, hay, grasses, browse.
You were talking about the elephants, the orange groves, that you would leave the trees.
Yeah. So
you've got some down in there.
Yeah, there's some down in here. In each space, they'll have a pretty good amount of trees to play with. Yeah. You just came in on the stabilized road, and that road will continue to be stabilized. Once we get all the digging and everything done here, we'll stabilize the rest of this road, so it'll be a nice road to be on. And then the way I kind of see it is guests will come in, and this will be their first view. We'll have elephants in this area, so they'll get a nice view of some elephants. And then they'll come into this area here. This is our right now it's our keeper center, but it'll also serve for visitor center as well. That's why we built something else. You're standing in what we would call a food prep. It's our kitchen for the elephants. So eventually there'll be sink, refrigerator, and tables to cut on. Behind you is a conference room, keeper office as well there. Locker room, restroom, my office is in here. We got some storage right here. So it's a good functioning space. And, surprisingly enough, this is one of my favorite features of this building. It's this really nice big porch, and you'll be able to sit here and eat our lunch and watch elephants.
Are they beggars?
They're beggars.
The elephants?
Oh yeah.
They don't want to beg?
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you start feeding them, they'll follow you around. So they know we feed them. That's that's just additional holding area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So whenever you get an elephant in, the first thing that will happen is it'll get unloaded on this side of the barn, and it'll go straight into what we call a quarantine area. It's the only concrete we'll have for the elephants, and there'll be a concrete wall that separates them from everybody, because we got to make sure that they go through their testing before they get released into the herd. And then when you start releasing them into the herd, there's kind of an introduction process that I follow, and it kind of involves bigger spaces, and you kind of evolve from the smaller space to the bigger space to the monster space. So what I'll do is individual introductions in these holding yards here. It's kind of a bigger, stronger, stouter kind of holding area. And once I know that they're getting along as individuals, then I put the whole group together in these larger areas where they can kind of get away from each other if they want, or stay together.